Echo Resources has increased their gold reserve at their Yandal Gold Project to 856,000 ounces of gold. This has resulted in an increase to our valuation to 60 cents per share. The major drivers for this increase in valuation was an extension to the mine life, as well as a decrease in our strip ratio assumptions. This reserve provides a solid platform for the company to make a decision regarding the commencement of production sometime in the new year, but also gives potential debt providers the comfort required that the project is now at a bankable level. And whilst the size of the reserve exceeded expectations, the grade was slightly lower than forecasted, given the grade of the recently announced updated resource. However, we believe investors should not be blindsided by the slightly lower grade for the Orelia reserve, as the company has still forecasted nearly 340,000 ounces of gold being mined at 2 grams per tonne will occur during the stage 1 of the operation. Based on the company's current reserves, this means ore of at least 2 grams per tonne will be mined for the first 3.5 years of production before a decision to mine the lower grade ore has to be made. However, we expect this in reality to be closer to 5 years, given we have forecasted Irelia will provide around 1 million tonnes of mill feed per annum, with the balance to be sourced from the satellite deposits. The first of these satellite deposits will obviously be Julius, which already has a reserve of 1.5 million tonnes of ore, which we expect to grow further in the future. Whilst a number of other prospects within the Mtpa district are also likely to provide additional mill feed, including Wimbledon, Shadywell, as well as the Lowlands prospect, where recent exploration results were particularly encouraging. In addition to the Mtpa district, the company has a vast greenfields exploration package where only limited exploration has been completed to date. However, with more than $15 million in cash reserves, we expect drilling across a number of these targets to intensify in the future. And finally, whilst not included in our current mine life, the company is beginning to test the Orelia deposit at depth, as the company believes there is potential the gold system at Orelia could extend similar to the way the nearby Lotus gold deposit did, which produced nearly 400,000 ounces of gold at 5.5 grams per tonne. The table highlights our assumed mine life for each of the project areas. We believe this should see production of at least 100,000 ounces of gold per annum over a 10-year mine life. With the reserve update now completed, we believe drilling of the satellite deposits will now increase, as the company is likely to target updated resources and potentially reserves in the new year. We believe the company will hope to increase the mine life for stage 1 to at least 500,000 ounces of gold, or around 5 years, before a decision to commence production is made. It is also probable, now the company has sufficient reserves to repay the relatively modest capital requirement, negotiations with potential debt providers may commence if they haven't already, as the company is likely to want funding in place before a decision to announce the commencement of mining is made.